item 3 and item 7 and item 9 and 10.
9, 10, 3, and 7?
Yes. 3 and 7 will come back at a later date.
Okay.
So item 1 on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the December 14th meeting.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 2 is open request for qualifications for the Washington Street Sanitary Sewer Siphon Project.
Is that going to be a big project?
Not as big as the other ones, but yeah, so.
Is this a river cross, like a river?
It is, yeah, it's a river crossing right now. It's, where like the Clark Island building and all that
Yeah.
dumps, not, but the old depot building dumps into that sewer line by Washington. So we have 3 proposals, Becker, Hoppy, Clark, Dietz, and Stone. So we'll open these and then staff will review them, come back with a recommendation.
Who is the third? Becker has to be and
Strand.
I didn't do that either.
So Becker, Hoppy. Okay. Item 4, wastewater treatment facility project, Myron Construction, change order 14. I don't know if anyone, this is a change order for an increase in the amount of $178,300.18. I don't know if you have any questions.
I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me. Eric, was it reviewed by staff and approved?
Yeah, it was reviewed
Okay.
by staff. It was reviewed by our engineer.
Okay.
Yep,
As necessary.
yes. Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 5, the wastewater treatment facility improvement project, Myron Construction, pay estimate number 18. That pay estimate number 18 is in the amount of $1,637,370.39. It's been reviewed by our engineers and staff.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 6 is the 2021 Sidewalk Project, SD Ellenbecker, pay estimate number 3. Reviewed by our construction inspector, quantities. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, sorry.
And item 8 on the agenda is discussion and possible action on Amendment 1 and Amendment 2 to the contract with Tool Design for the Wausau Center Mall Street design. So he's working with Tool over the last few months. We're on number 8, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. On a couple different proposals, because as we move through the street design, but also the ramp and the development and the, putting a new facade on the ramp and how that's going to tie in with the streets. That's where both of these budget mods. So the amendment number 1 total is in the amount of $47,424. And, yeah.
Oh,
And then Amendment 2 is in the amount of $31,512. And one of the things that SISM has asked for is like a 3D rendering of what the streets will look like, and some potential options, so that's what's included in that before we actually get into cross-sections and actual design and stuff, so.
one of the things I was wondering about with the parking ramp, because I was thinking about this, you know, like right now, there's no development, and it's always hard to balance the costs of the public infrastructure as you're trying to ramp up development and get increment in. And I was wondering if maybe one option would be to, you know, look at like public art on the ramp first until a year when, and I didn't really know how,
Okay.
you know, like expensive the facade was going to be and whether we would be doing all sides of the, you know, because of course you have, that would be the north side that's exposed now, that doesn't have a finish, and then you have the other sides that do have a finish, and whether you're gonna replicate that old finish or redo all of them, you know, obviously is gonna have a huge cost difference. And I was then, I went down to visit my kids in Milwaukee this weekend, and Bay Shore Mall, which is a very nice mall, and they have a ramp. They have actually, I think, a couple of ramps, but they just did a big public art on their ramp, and it looks cool. And so then I Googled it to see, and a lot of communities are starting to use public art on their garages. And, you know, I thought, oh, because, you know, public art isn't gonna last forever, but it might last 5 years or 6 years, where it gives you a chance to get tax increment generated, so you wouldn't have a deficit in the district.
Right.
Just a thought, and whether, is that something that we would talk to them about, or?
Yeah, you can
how
certainly
would
talk
we-
with Tool about that.
I don't know how, like, the private sector would welcome that, but, you know, like I said, Bay Shore Mall did it. I actually took a picture of it, and it's kind of cute. It's very cheery.
Yeah, you can certainly talk with Tool about it, and I guess, because I think they had proposed some meetings and stuff like that, so maybe that would be an engagement with the public too.
Oh, yeah.
As a portion of it, and then they're also looking at kind of how that ramp interacts with the streets and pedestrians for access, so.
Here's the Milwaukee,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
so it looks nice.
Yeah,
And way cheaper than, in my mind, cheaper than.
right, yeah.
Putting all new facade, and like I say, it gives you a chance to see, well, what's the, and not that you would want to necessarily have uniform design of all the buildings there, but, you know, like, how would it fit in with the new developments? It would give it a chance that we weren't the leader, we were a lagger.
Right, and at this point, we only had talked about that north
Okay.
face of the mall, we hadn't talked about the other ones. So, but yeah, you know, so if we move forward with this, and we don't have to engage until we're ready to engage,
Okay.
really, you know, other than maybe some public information meetings or
Sure.
something like that, yep. So, I mean, I would make a motion to approve Amendment 1 and Amendment 2.
I'll second. Both.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Removal and stuff, I think we made offers for all the open positions.
Really? That's awesome.
I